Hello guys, I hope you're all fun and healthy. This is the first session. We'll start our few lessons I told you before from the first video that we'll start from basic things and we will go through the other things one day. So first of all, I want to tell you about language, what is the language and categories of the language. So we will not go through the literature or we will not go through the what is linguistics say about the language, the definition of language, and how many kinds of language do we have. So because few things they are basic and I think they are necessary to know if you want to learn the language. So first of all, the definition of language, what is said that language is a structured system of communication that consists grammar vocabulary. So at this definition, it said that a communication that consists grammar and vocabulary. So do you know that what is grammar and vocabulary? Grammar is the way how you write, how you read, and how you write. This is the grammar. Vocabulary is also one of the things that you will see, you will face many words that you can call vocabulary. So because the word, first of all letter and then few words, the words, so because they're the key of the language, the word is the key of the language. So this was the definition of the language. You will know that that consists vocabulary and grammar because these are two important things that you will know about language. So we'll go through that. How many kinds of language do we have in the world? So you'll see three things in language. One is conventional speaking, which is normal. What is conventional? It means normal, tradition, the way of speaking, the traditional way of speaking. And the manual or signed, okay? Second is the manual and sign. And third, written symbols. So see that how you speak, how you, point someone, and how you write is the category of the language. So I hope that these basic things that you know before or now something new, and this was something about the language and kinds of the language learner. We do not go through the linguistic, we do not go through the literature. It is not like this. So the next question is the type of English language. How many times we have in English language? So 7 types we have in English language. One, American English is one of the kinds of the English language. Second, British language. Third, Australian, which is very famous in the language. New Zealand English, South African English, Indian English, and Irish English, which is called Ireland or Hebraic English. English American is most widely spoken language, especially in the United States. As you see that we have one of the types that there are belongs to the English American. Second, the British. You'll see the UK, England, they're talking about this method or this kind of English. Third one, it is about Australian English. It is about Australia country that you will see that it is one of other kinds of the English. Fourth, about the New Zealand English is other kind of English that you'll see that some of the countries, especially New Zealand, they talk about this kind of language. The next one is about South African English. Is also one of the types of English that that countries like South Africa people talk, and they talk, and they have a communication by this type of English. Indian English is one of the famous type of English that all the people, especially who lives in India, talking about this kind of English. And the last one is about the Irish. Irish or Ireland people, or the north of Ireland, they talk, and they call Hebrino English. So the next question is, what is the difference between 7 types of English, which was American English, British English, Australian English, New Zealand English, South African English, Indian English, and Irish English? So, is there any different, or the scientists, uh, is there any different or no? You will see some face, you will say, you will see, and you'll see some differences. So yes, there must be some differences. 2 things. One, it is about the traditional, it is about the geography of land, or it belongs to the people, also the race is one of the logical examples that there is a difference between 7 types of English language. And about the structure of the language is also some difference. So about the pronunciation, you'll see between 7 types of English, you will face very differences, a lot of differences, that there are many differences about the pronunciation, especially between American English and British English. So you see that they are sometimes so different. You will see, you will face, okay? And the next one is about the grammar, is something different between 7 types of English. You will see that one grammar or one sentence in American English is different than British English, or the New Zealand English, or the South African English, or Irish, or Indian. It's different. Second things about the spelling is somehow you will see many differences about the spelling. About the punctuation, you'll face many things that there are many differences about even American English and British English. So because this American and British is somehow you will see that American English and British English is a lot than 5 types of other English language, about Australian, New Zealand, South African, Indian, and Irish. Idioms, so you see that in American English or British English or Australian is very different. As you know that my English is American English, but when I face to Australian English, so probably I have many things, I have many mistakes, because the format, there's a difference between the sentences, even about something for you say that how are you, or how are you doing in American English. It's so different, guys, with Australian, so it's natural. About the dates is somehow you will see some differences between the dates and numbers. So you'll see that they are not another language. They are one language called English language. But these are the types of English. And for 2 reasons. One, for the land geography, race, and these things, and about the structure of the language. or sometime about the written symbols or grammar or structure is so different. So I hope that you learn something basic from the language, the history of the language, and how many types we have in English. We'll not go through the literature or linguistics. The first thing that you will face to English or a language is letter. So what's the letter? Is this letter is important or no? So what is the definition of the letter? You'll face as a English learner or as a language learner, the first things is the letter. So it has two definitions. One, a direct or personal written or printed message addressed to a person or an organization. It is called the letter. B, or another definition is a written communication containing a grammar. It is called letter. And you'll see that in English we have 26 letters. The next session will talk about the letter, kinds of the letter, from the form and structure, and from the voice. You will have this many things in the next session. So now, 26 letters we have in English, from A to Z, and we'll continue up to the next session. So I hope that you'll learn many things from the language, the story of the language, and the types of English. And we will start the few session from the letter. And this was something very important, very necessary as an English learner or as a language learner. I hope you'll learn many things. And I hope that you'll like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell your suggestions, any comments that for going to better your classes or your videos. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.